Monday. Today is going to be the start of a completely new cycle. We just ended our cycle last Saturday, and so this is going to be a new start of a new cycle for us. So you're going to see some of the similar exercises, but the reps and maybe the time under tension, or like an isometric or an eccentric, how long you're going to take to go down, or how long you're holding, or even the rep schemes are going to be messed with a little bit to continue to progress us for the next month and a half, however long we got to do this for. So with that being said, here is your Monday workout. So first exercise, biggest thing that we want to focus on here is technique. Make sure that you're timing the 30-meter sprints, right? We can't tell if we're getting any faster. We can't tell if anything is actually helping us or not unless we have physical proof to time. I know a lot of us don't have access to like a really good stopwatch or a free lap timer, but just a timer on your phone, if you can have the same person time you every single time, you're going to be able to tell if you're getting faster or if you're not getting faster at all. So make sure you're timing them, make sure you're focused on good technique, and make sure you're taking the 3-minute recovery. So after your 30-meter sprints, you're going to do the free fall sprints, which if you've seen the other videos, you know what to do. But you're going to lean until you have to catch yourself, and you're going to drive that knee up and really push out of that other leg. Make sure you predetermine what leg you're going to drive off of, so I'm not just going to guess. If I'm going to do my right leg first, because there's 4 sets, I can do 2 on each side. I'm going to do my right leg first. I'm going to push off my left leg as soon as I have to take a step, right? I'm going to really make sure I get that full stride in there when we do that. So again, just make sure you wait until you have to catch yourself, and when you do go, make sure you have your arms correct. Don't be one of these people that does one of these things, okay? Make sure your correct arm goes up. Make sure you really drive that knee and drive your leg through the ground. So for this exercise, I really want to emphasize, because I've seen some of the videos, I've seen some of the videos that I post with my younger athlete, and I see some of the other videos. Make sure the broad jump isn't just something like that, right? Where it's easy to land from. It's all underneath. Our legs are still underneath our body. We want to sell out our hips and our hands and really drive that our legs, so that we have to pull our hips closed to catch ourselves, right? We want to completely extend, completely open up, and maybe parents or older athletes, if you guys got shown what that looks like, maybe I can take a demo video so you guys know what it looks like. But we really want to fully extend, really drive our hips that way, and make it shouldn't be something where you can just jump and land from here, right? It should be something you really have to pull your hips closed in order to do that, and get your feet underneath you to catch you. So really drive. I really want us to focus on very minimal ground contact time. Don't be spending 1 or 2 seconds here waiting to do another jump. It should be bang bang as soon as you get off the ground to do that. So make sure that you're really exploding this time. Make sure you're spending as little of time on the ground as possible, and make sure you're catching yourself on that second jump, the very last jump. Make sure you stick that, right? Stick that landing. Don't just walk it off, and then you don't get the benefit of sticking that jump, so we can progress in the next cycle.
3.
So just the same reason why I was talking about making sure you stick your broad jumps. This is why, because we're going to start progressing. So before we did a vertical jump and a broad jump. Well, now we're doing a broad jump and a vertical jump, right? So we're going to jump out, same type of broad jump, extend, really be powerful and explosive out of that broad jump, and then you're going to stick and try and, as fast as possible, turn that into a very high vertical jump, and then stick your landing, right? So please make sure that you are exploding out of that broad jump, landing with good technique, and as fast as you can possibly make it happen, you're turning that into a vertical jump and then sticking it, okay? So make sure you have good technique, be explosive. Make sure our younger athletes use your hands in tandem with your hips to move, right? Don't throw your hands and then your hips follow, or hips and then your hands are shortchanging it. Make sure everything's completely extended from your ankles all the way to your arms, are all the way extended when you jump, okay?
3.
So for this exercise, it is 3 sets of 5 single leg broad jumps. It's going to be each leg, okay? So kind of similar to how we do double broad jumps or things like that. You're going to pick a leg and you're going to drive, and you're going to hit the ground and continue to drive doing this. Now, so I've seen athletes where they have their leg like this and they're just driving like that while this leg doesn't touch the ground. They're just kind of kicking and helping themselves do that. That's completely fine if you can get the coordination, the timing down to do that. If you can't, just pick up your leg and really drive your leg through. You might find yourself naturally doing it in order to get some distance, which is kind of what we're looking for. So you're looking for, first of all, be explosive, stick your landings. I'm not saying hold it here for 2 or 3 seconds, but I also don't want sloppy where I'm jumping off and I'm just kind of doing one of those things and counting that as a rep. I want in a line, you're getting 5 jumps and you're trying to maybe cover out a distance. Say I want to get 15 yards with 5 jumps. That's 3 yards per jump. Or you want to get 12 yards, something like that, right? So map out a distance and try and get that distance. So you want to be explosive, you want to stick your landings, and then you also want to make sure that you are still using your arms in your jumps, right? Don't just think it's a one-leg deal. We're still using our hands and our hips for it, and then you'll switch to the other side.
3.
So that's it. Please leave in a comment, what was your fastest 30-meter time? How did your single leg broad jumps go? Also, tell me what distance did you cover on your double broad jumps? I want to start measuring that out so you guys can start telling, if you can tell, am I getting more explosive? Am I jumping farther? Things like that. So maybe use a chalk on the sidewalk or on your garage and mark it out for me. And then maybe in 3 weeks, we'll test it again. Or you can test it every week and see if you're getting farther or not, okay? So I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.